gentlemen, it is time. EGFC Season 3. It's the final game of the evening. I'm very excited for this one. It's Marquette versus St. Peter's. It is going to be a good one. I am very excited to bring it to you guys. I'm sure you're excited as well. You know, it's a big game. It's the final game of the evening. We've had 3 games this evening. They've all gone interesting. Interesting, I think is probably the best way to put it. Obviously, we had the first game, which was St. John's versus Niagara, which was, you know, it happened. It was a thing. It was a good game. Then the second game, obviously, you know, Xavier versus Manhattan. Xavier didn't turn up, so it was a disqualification. Colorado versus Fairfield. Colorado didn't turn up, so it's a disqualification. But William Mary Iona versus Iona was a decent game at least, which was nice to see. And obviously, then we got the final game of the evening, Marquette versus St. Peter's. What have you thought about the games this evening? Have you thought they've all been fairly decent? I think they've all been fairly good.
Yeah, we've had some good games. You know, we haven't had any reverse sweeps or nothing's gone to a game 3. We've had dominant kind of showings from teams that have led us into where we are now. But it's been good games. We've had some close games amongst a few that we have been able to see, and we've seen some new teams and some new players show the quality that they have, and we saw a really good first match between some returning teams and the returning champs also showing that they still have what it takes to win in this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. The first game between St. John's and Niagara, St. John's won 5-1 in the first game and 2-1 in the second game. The William and Mary match, if you did miss it, Ionia, what are we playing, League of Legends? Iona won 6-1 in the first game and 3-1 in the second game. And we're hoping for a close game here in the final. It would make it, I think it would make it a good final game for the evening. Nice and close, high tensions, high drama. That's what we want to see. That is what we want. And I'm pretty sure the players are going to be ready to go here in about 20 seconds time. So very exciting times. We're going to jump straight into the game and see if they're ready. So it's going to be, for crying out loud, it's going to be PSG versus PSG. Who are we cheering on here? What team?
I'm unbiased. I'm just cheering on PSG.
Yeah, exactly. You got to.
No one knows if I have any preference to anyone. I am just cheering on the ever dominant FIFA powerhouse that is PSG.
When they signed Messi,
still probably not do anything in the European Championships.
I mean, you never know. Messi might pop off. You never know. He hasn't really done too much as of yet. Only got his first goal last week for the club. He's been there for about a good 2 months now. And that was his first goal. So very surprising. Obviously, not really adjusting to life too well outside of Barcelona, but we'll have to see how it plays out. Obviously, as his year on his career runs out, he's getting a little bit older. Probably doesn't have too many years left in the tank, so we'll have to see how he does. Messi coming forward looks. Oh, sorry.
It'll be. It's, people have been saying the same about Ronaldo, that we are seeing the end of Messi and Ronaldo's careers, and it'll be nice to see how those twilight years, how they finish them off, and if they are able to win anything else in those closing years of their career. But for now, as you say, we'll move on into the game and see what Messi can do for PSG in this one.
Yeah, definitely. We are seeing a lot of lag here for St. Peter's as we get into this one. I'm fairly certain it's St. Peter's. Just let me double check 100%. But here comes Neymar Jr. coming through on goal, looking to find the back of the net. Lovely little rainbow, not rainbow flick. What am I on about? What am I on about? That was a McGeady turn. I'm not. It was one of those turns. There's so many turns in the game nowadays. It's so difficult to name them all. Mbappe goes up for the header. It's going to go wide.
Yeah, he's not exactly known for his heading ability, so not the most surprising of outcomes. But the ball is one back. This is a lot of lag that we're experiencing now. And,
Yeah.
it will be hard for both players to be playing through this.
Messi! Oh my word!
Remember them 30-yard finesse shots I was talking about earlier? I think we've just seen one of them.
Holy moly. What an absolutely outrageous goal from Lionel Messi. Left foot, finesse from about 30 yards out. He's going for it again. He's going to look for it. Neymar will block this time. But what an absolutely outrageous bit of play from the little magician.
Yeah, it was a magical goal indeed. Just nestled that right up in that top corner. Donnarumma, who's been pulling off some brilliant saves for every team so far in this tournament, wasn't able to do it there for that one.
Back post, and Mbappe off the bar. So close once again.
They've given a ball away. No, they get it back. But just not able to hold possession right now.
Just going to have to knuckle down, dig the heels in, and try and hold on for as long as they can. Donnarumma with another great save. We'll go out for another corner, but we've got to talk about that Lionel Messi goal. Surely that's got to be goal of the week. That was outrageous. It was literally as top bins as you want. And there's another chance. There is another goal. This time it is Jorginho Wijnaldum with the goal.
And the goalkeeper movement playing against St. Peter's there. He moved him off of his near post and got caught out for it. But, I mean, I'm still partial to a skill goal. I still, I remember my glory days of FIFA compilations. But yeah, say free kick from Messi in the previous game was beautiful, but that trumps the free kick for sure. That a beautiful finesse. Like I said, as top corners you can get it. So yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one. Goal of the tournament so far.
100%. It was absolutely beautiful. Although I do love a skill goal, it was just a rainbow flick over the goalkeeper. I feel like that Messi goal was absolutely absurd. Messi, I think it took a deflection off Mbappe. Was onside, being kept onside by the right back.
Yeah, I would say because we've seen Donnarumma making saves off of shots like that so far in this tournament, so it would have been surprising if that hadn't taken a deflection and still managed to find its way in. But a dominant showing so far from Marquette, as they are 3 goals to the good already in this first half.
They are
and
indeed.
Still looking to try and attack.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, isn't it? Marquette were one of the premier teams in last season as well. They were absolutely bossing it last season. Let's see if they can get another chance here. No, great save from Donnarumma. As I think it's Karatify playing the first game. I can't remember if they said who was playing first. Yeah, Karatify is playing game 1, then Dwizar is probably going to play the second game. But Karatify is a very, very good FIFA player. We saw a lot from him last season as he performed time and time again. And so far, St. Peter's just not able to find an answer to him.
Yeah, not quite the performance that they'd have been hoping for. But like I say, it's... He's doing really well. Like I said, they're playing the first game, but like I said, Marquette were a good team for it last year. From what what I've been told and things that I've seen, haven't spoken to them. They've kept it is just the same team that they had last year. They are both roommates as well, so they've definitely been working on their FIFA skills together. Probably playing some friendlies against each other to keep their skill up, and yeah, they are 2 very good players, and
both going into their final year as well.
Showing it so far.
Both going into their final year this year. I think Karatify said that he was finishing halfway through the semester or something like that. But either way, we'll have to see how that plays out for them in the long run, because obviously that'll be a big loss for them if they do lose Karatify. Messi coming through on goal, one-on-one Marquinhos, turns it onto the left foot, the strong left foot, Donnarumma. He saw it coming this time. Donnarumma saw it. Yeah. He was like, he's going to go for it. I've seen him switch foot. I'll just jog across.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on me.
Fool me twice. Wait, isn't it the other way? Isn't it?
It-
Oh
it
wait,
is
shame on
but
shame,
I'm
shame on
gonna
me both
just-
times. Okay.
It's shame on me both times, and then the fool me 3 times is shame on you. But I needed to cut it short because, well, I'm sure at some point during this game he will try it again, and hopefully it doesn't.
Well, you never
catch
know.
him up.
I mean, I'd like to see it again. It's a beautiful goal, and you know, even though it might be a little bit strong at the minute, I wouldn't mind seeing it again. Either way, that is the first
You've got
half.
to get yourself in the right position for it. So
Very, very true. You got to line it up. You got to get the right angle. You got to get the right amount of power. But as you can see, it is all one-sided in this first half. You know, Marquette are playing out of their skin. Karatify playing absolutely perfectly against Brandon. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get into the game yet, and some changes will come out. He's going to look to bring on Angel Di Maria. I would personally switch Messi to Cam. Yeah. Is he going to do that? No, he's thinking better of it. What's he thinking? He's going to switch Ramos. He's bringing Ramos off. That's a bold statement. That is a bold statement, bringing Ramos off.
That is indeed. You know, Ramos has shown that he's been a very strong player throughout this tournament so far. He's defensively been very solid for everyone that's used him, but
It's an
maybe,
interesting call.
you know, everyone has their preferences, and we'll see how it goes from here.
We will indeed. As currently 3-0 up, Marquette and Karatify, they're playing really well, as I'm sure they will be looking to challenge for the title again. I'm pretty sure we spoke to them, and they said if they don't win, they will be disappointed. Ball whipped into the area,
especially as you mentioned, with them going into their final year as well for both of them. They, you know, this is the last chance that they will likely have to be competing in these EGF FIFA tournaments, so they want to try and pull a win out from it, and you got to respect that. And I mean, performances like this will certainly help them towards that goal, but just blazes over there a bit with Neymar.
Way too much power, awkward angle, the long ball played from the goal kick. Those are very strong this year. A lot of people just go for the pass out from the backs, but kicking it up the field, full power, it has been used quite a lot by some of the pro players. As there's a chance for Neymar once again. It's going to be Kimpembe trying to muscle him, but Marquinhos will come out. Ooh, Donnarumma almost plays it into the path of Verratti as Hakimi runs forward. Another one of those signings from PSG, from AC Milan. Ball played out wide. Ooh, it's a really good save once again from Donnarumma.
Yeah, point blank, you'd want your goalkeeper to be making that save, but at the same time, you see headed goals like that scored quite often, so you'd be wanting to find the back of the net, and I'm sure St. Peter's would have wanted to as well. But
what a save! Mbappe
attacking.
Honestly, how is the goalkeeper saving these? Absolutely ridiculous. Whipped into the area, cleared away once more. Messi, Hakimi, Wijnaldum, Marquinhos, Mbappe, and that is just absolutely insane football. Played it around the defence, passed it around them, pulled their pants down, took their lunch money, took the wallet, the keys, the lot. And an absolutely outrageous goal from Marquette, who are showing here that they ain't playing no games. They're here, they mean absolute business.
They certainly do, and that is an amazing bit of play, and just an easy goal. You know, Mbappe in that position is never gonna not find the back of the net if you set him up like that. And no matter how good Donnarumma was playing in this game, he is not saving chances like that.
No.
And I want to say the bit of solace we can take is at least Donnarumma is playing on both sides and has pulled off some spectacular saves for both teams. So it is at least fair, but we could have seen so many more goals, but instead we've seen some amazing saves. So you know, we've still had some high-scoring games, and
we've seen two amazing goals. Saves. We've seen two amazing goals in this game. Oh, that is a bad tack. Hello?
It's an amazing tackle, I will have you know.
Well, it's a little bit of a bundle. The referee says, no, it was just a little play fight. You can play on. Mbappe got the ball back, and he's looking for the shot. Marquinhos will block it, but not blocked enough. Verratti on the ball. Maybe could have been offside from that position, and That's going to be another goal. It's Wijnaldum. It's just making it look absolutely easy. Karatify is, well, walking all over his opposition at the moment, as it is a very one-sided affair. But we have seen some. We've seen some good chances. We've seen some fantastic goals. Unfortunately, it's not been very close, but we've still got a whole nother leg yet.
Yeah, there's still two completely different players for both sides that are going to be facing off against each other, and obviously we will see what they can do and see if Marquette can work towards pulling back this this deficit that Karatify has created here.
Very true, very true. We'll have to see, as we haven't really seen any chances from St. Peter's, unfortunately. I don't actually. St. Peter's second player is Manoa, I think. So we'll have to see how he gets on the second game going up against Whitezar. And Wijnaldum on the ball, though. He's going to look for the finesse chance. And Donnarumma with a good save. Wasn't really too dangerous, though. Didn't really have too much power on it, but it was curling.
Yeah, he started it outside and managed to pull it back in. And now St. Peter's, I'd say they had another chance coming up from that corner with the lucky bounce of the ball, but just ran into the pack of players for Marquette, and now Karatify able to just play it out as no. Brandon does win the ball back, but it's very scrappy in this midfield, and Karatify looks to be getting slightly, reading the bounce of the ball a little bit better and getting those challenges in the midfield, and that seems to be what's really dominating this game. Is he's just able to create more of those chances, and while Donnarumma can make amazing saves like that, eventually one of these chances ends up going in, and that's how he's able to build this lead that he's built so far. And,
maybe it's just a situation of Karatify has been playing the game a lot more and has read the bounces. He's been reading the interceptions, the dribbling. He seems so good on the ball. He's going to look for the finesse with Neymar to the back post. Great save from Donnarumma. Barely gets a fingertip on it to send it out wide for another corner. And like you said, there could have been a lot more goals in this game if Donnarumma wasn't on form. This could have easily been 10, 11-0. Like, there have been a lot of chances saved from Donnarumma.
Going the way, I don't know if it would have been a 10-11-0. Brandon's had some good chances himself where Donnarumma's pulled off some amazing saves as well. So, maybe the game would have been closer. Maybe the players would have, ended up having to adjust their play style slightly if chances like that were able to find the back of the net.
But the question is, why aren't they finding the back of the net? They just should be going in. There's so much power, so close to the goal. Oh, it is frustrating at times, especially because I play the game fairly frequently. I'd say I play the game at least once a day, so it is very frustrating to see these quite blatant opportunities and just not going in. As we're about to hit the full-time whistle, 5-0 currently to Marquette as we go into the second leg, and wow, what a performance from Karatify.
Yeah, that was certainly a very dominant performance. Just pulled out an amazing bit of play there. 5-0 win in the first game. That's exactly what Karatify wanted. That sets his teammate Dwizzer up perfectly for the next match.
Very true indeed. And before we get into that next match, obviously we're going to go to a quick break. But before we do that, I do just want to say thank you all for watching and bearing with us tonight. It's been a fantastic broadcast, aside from the obvious underlying issues, and hopefully we'll have them all sorted out and ironed out for next week. But yeah, it's been a fantastic one so far. Still got one leg to go. And hopefully you guys stick around and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. But we are going to throw it to a quick break. So go grab yourself one last drink if you want one, nip to the toilet, and we will be right back.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of this leg between Marquette and St. Peter's University. It is the second leg. I'm very excited for this one. Marquette obviously already winning 5-0. It's going to be a good game. I'm excited for this one. It's going to be Manchester United versus the obvious option, Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, I like United pick. We get to see some Ronaldo gameplay out of FIFA 22, see what he can do, and
Big Ronnie.
You know, I don't like United as a team, obviously being a Liverpool fan, but as far as FIFA's concerned, it's nice to see a bit of a change.
See, I don't like United as a team, but I respect United. I respect everything that they did as a club under Sir Alex Ferguson. I respect a lot of things about them. But, you know, Moneybags buying Sancho and Bruno Fernandes. And there is that man, Bruno Fernandes, and he's going to put it straight into the back of the net. He's going to do the shuffle. He's going to have a little bit of a dance. Bruno Fernandes, there it is. Fantastic goal. First goal, 1-0. And Marquette taking the lead once again, increasing it to 6-0 now. And I think it's Wise are playing now instead of Croatify, so a different matchup here. We're going to have to see what Heavy Motion can bring to the table. I'm pretty sure Heavy Motion is Manoa in the Discord. I'm not too sure what his first name is. I don't think we got the chance to speak to St. Peter's, did we? In our media day.
Let me check the notes. We did. We spoke, but we only spoke to Brandon, and we were running a bit short on time, so we weren't able to talk too much. But we did have a bit of a conversation with Brandon where he told us that their roster is completely different from last year. And it was his first semester there, so they're looking forward. They would. Let me read through. Looking forward to see how they grow. They obviously still want to have success and see how it's doing.
We'll have to see how they get on with that then, because obviously wanting to grow, it's their first semester.
They were wishing that they could still have the 2v2 format. Was the most interesting fact that I read out of that. Something that. We're pretty sure Iona were hoping they could have as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like the 2v2 format. I think I was one of the reasons why it got removed. I just didn't really think it was that great. I mean, not many people are doing a 2v2 format in esports, so obviously it was something different, which is good, and it brings in a team, the team aspect of it. But I feel like playing one-on-ones and supporting each other as a team is also really nice, and it's an important one as well, because having players behind you telling you things that you maybe don't see, or maybe Russian players out of position a bit too much, chance for Messi and Donnarumma some way.
Yeah, that was an incredible save.
Oh wait, no, it's that. Sorry, that wasn't.
That was David
Donnarumma.
De Gea. We're so used to
David
seeing PSG versus PSG, we didn't even think about it.
We didn't.
I went along with you on that one as well.
Yeah, I was ready for Donnarumma to crop up, but it was not. It was Mr. David De Gea. Either way, coming forward is Sancho, and look how fast he is. Blister and pace, takes a shot on, will be saved by the goalkeeper, and I've seen those go in. I've seen those go in from Sancho.
Yeah, and there's, something we mentioned a lot earlier on in the stream is players with that really high dribbling. If they do have the pace as well, they feel so much faster on the ball, and Sancho was showing it there with that speed.
Good save from David De Gea there. Didn't cause him too much trouble, but they're going to go for the big boot up the field, and it's paid off for them. Bruno Fernandes will pick up the ball, and we are going to have a little bit of latency issue as, I feel like I think it was Gratify that said it, their internet is not great. So it's a miracle that they're even streaming in 1080p. The chance Ronaldo looks for it, but no curve, too much power, just miles wide of the target.
Yeah, like I say, the university Wi-Fi not living up to expectations there.
Oh, same, absolutely. I started university, 3 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago. This is my second week of classes, or third week of classes, and university internet not good.
No, mine. My university sent out a message last week to warn us that while it would say we were connected to the Wi-Fi, there was no internet connection at all on campus.
Beautiful.
So that was fun.
Need to get their stuff together clearly, but either way, Dwight coming forward. Good look for the shot with Paul Pogba, but Donnarumma fairly easy for him. Ball whipped into the area. Ronaldo is there, headed away. Only as far as Neymar does well to get away from Sancho. Going to commit the tackle, and the referee could give a card here. He will. It's going to be a yellow very early on in the game. Does need to be careful not to obviously get a red card because, well, I was going to say because although they have a lead, it's not that big, but it's an absolutely gargantuan lead. 6 goals now.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be hard for St. Peter's to pull this one back, but
Mbappe.
It's possible, especially if I think one more pass could have done it there.
Yeah, I agree. I would. Yes, I concur with the doctor. Bernat playing it out from the back, and yeah, just one more pass there would have been nice to see rather than going for the shot. Felt a bit forced. Could be a run outside. Ronaldo with the ball roll. Referee's not going to give anything because it looks clean. It's going to be another foul and potentially another yellow card. Ander Herrera running it forward, and former Manchester United man surprisingly starting in this game.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen much of Herrera starting for PSG. Most people have subbed him off in the pre-game. Ooh, I thought that was about to be an amazing goal.
Yeah, so did I.
Keeper there.
I thought that was going in, but it must have been fairly close because it did the camera angle thing where it stops at the net and then it goes past slightly after. And that was just nowhere near.
Do you ever get them when you're watching live football?
Yes.
Me and my dad just start screaming perspective. Some of them that go like a mile wide or like they shoot across the face of the goal and you have no idea where it's going.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like literally
one of those.
Literally rose ed, but you still go
Yeah, and then they show a replay from a different angle and you're like, oh, well, that was nowhere near it.
Yeah, exactly. Playing Luke Shaw at centre back, disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. 21? Yeah, they actually. Well, I don't know if they did in seasons, but in Ultimate Team, if you put a left back at centre back now, they get 3 chemistry. That was to combat people playing.
Yeah,
they wouldn't be useful this year anyway because you just don't need pace at the back.
Yeah.
Strength is very important. Although there are right backs with very good strength like Mbabu and people like that. You don't really need the pace this year. It's not the. Honestly, I'd rather have a centre-back with good dribbling and passing than I would with, 88 pace.
And that's why you go for Joe Gomez, because he has all of the above.
He does. I don't know if he's that great at dribbling, but he is very good at... he's obviously pace, strength, defending.
Size, strength, and speed, the 3 S's of defending.
Very, very true indeed. But now more and more, we're seeing centre-backs obviously come through and being required to pass it out from the back, build up attacks, things like that, play 40-yard passes. You see it from the likes of Virgil van Dijk, Matip every so often when he's throwing his big old long legs at the ball.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it with the the resurgence when Man City under Pep Guardiola was the primary reason why John Stones originally got taken out of that team was that he wasn't quite so comfortable on the ball, and he went off and he practiced, and he's become much better at it because, like you said, that is a requirement of defenders now in the modern game, is to be able to play the ball out from the back and be comfortable.
Great chance here
as a distributor.
Ronaldo, and he puts it in the back of the net. It's a beautiful, beautiful pass from Sancho across the box, and Ronaldo's there. What an... Well, he's just he's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time.
I agree. I mean, we're going to start a debate. Obviously, people love Lionel Messi, and he may be one of the best dribblers and one of the best small players of all time. But just the sheer physical dominance of a player like Ronaldo, when he was at his peak, there wasn't really anyone that could stop him. That size, strength, and speed, as well as his incredible ability on the ball, was just something truly special.
Yes, and the thing is, the thing about Ronaldo is he had to work for it. I don't think it was all natural talent. I don't think it was all raw natural, talent. He had to work for that. He had to perfect his craft. He went from what was it? Not Porto. I've forgotten what the other one's called. Sporting Lisbon. That's the one. Went from Sporting Lisbon to United, and then, his career went from there. But he definitely had to work for him. Messi just came straight into the Barcelona team with the likes of Ronaldinho, Iniesta, all these incredible players, Xavi, Eto'o at the time, Thierry Henry, all of these amazing, amazing players. But Ronaldo, he had to work, he had to graft and grind. I'm not saying that Messi didn't, but that's just my perspective on why Ronaldo is the GOAT.
It's fair. Again, it's something I always say whenever you have debates like this, is, it's opinionated. Everyone's allowed to have, and this goes for all sports, you can have your own personal GOAT. There can be someone that you can say is quantifiably, you look at the numbers and everything and you say, oh, this person is clearly better, but as far as who people think is their favourite player, everyone's allowed to have their own opinion, as long as they 100%. Can, in their own way, justify it. And,
yeah, as long as it's not somebody ridiculous like like, I don't know, Emil Heskey.
I mean, the guy was pretty special.
He's a pretty good DJ, I heard.
That kind of special.
He's a pretty good DJ.
Yeah, hopefully he's better DJing than he was at dribbling.
Most definitely. But 71 minutes into this game, only 19 minutes to go for the last fixture of this evening. Marquette currently winning 7-0 on aggregate, 2-0 here in this game, and both of the Marquette players playing very well, and St. Peter's yet to get a goal. 2 clean sheets in both legs. A clean sheet in both legs would be absolutely phenomenal from Marquette. It's not an easy task in these kind of tournaments. It is not an easy task at all. So it would be great to see it. Jane Sancho on the ball. Fake Rabona. Maybe going to look for the cross. Maybe going to look for some skills. Just goes to the pass. Ambasaka. Scott McTominay might go for the long shot. He does go for it. Pass it. Tellez goes to the shot. Great save. Offside.
Yeah, and some good play again from Marquette. Like you said, last game was the first clean sheet we'd seen in this tournament so far. And if Marquette are able to keep another clean sheet here, it would certainly be a good sign and a good showing going forward in this tournament. Put some pressure on the rest of the teams, showing that they can, they have that very strong, very dominant defense, as well as the fact that they were able to find the number of goals that they have so far in this tournament. It would definitely be a statement and show that intent to win that they told us in the meeting that we had with them, and it would send a message to the competition in this tournament that they mean business and they're here to win it.
Very, very true indeed. And Needham in chat said, I'd argue that Ronaldo has a greater work ethic, but as you said, Messi had the ability to just walk into a team with Ronaldinho, Xavi, etc. Just shows how insane he was. Exactly, and he was born with that talent. He was born with the ability to just be the best footballer on the planet, and he did that for a very long time. But Ronaldo, he had to work, he had to grind, he had to graft, and I feel like that's why, in my opinion, he is the better player, because he had to go through that. We're talking about Messi. Here he comes down the middle of the Manchester United pitch, and well, Wan-Bissaka made it look easy, really, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He covered ground incredibly well there, but that's what you want out of your fullback, and he is known for his speed, so you'd expect him to cover ground like that. Messi, not quite as fast as he used to be. He is opting to be more of a centralized player now because he doesn't have, he doesn't enjoy running down the wing for 90 minutes every game. And Pogba's got to find the back of the net when you get into that kind of situation there.
I just don't understand how the goalkeeper's saving it, I'll be honest.
I mean, when you start to get that close, keepers do, you dive down at the feet, you smother the player. You do see a lot of saves at point blank just because keepers don't give the attacker any place to physically be able to put the ball. But
very true.
You've got to be smarter with it. Fortunately for Dwyer and for Marquette, he's not going to really rue missing that opportunity. They were, what does that make them? 7 goals to the good. So that's a comfortable and respectable victory for Marquette, and it does show that a bit of dominance, but it shows that competitive edge that they were coming into this tournament with, and shows that they really do want to win this last tournament for themselves.
Yeah, very true, and I think they played very admirably. I think St. Peter's did as well. Obviously, they've got a lot to take away now from this to improve going on to their next fixture, which will be next Monday. But that is all we have time for. That is all the games. We've run out of time. We've run out of fixtures. But hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully, you'll all be coming back next week for some more fantastic EGF action. But no, it's been a fantastic day. We'll quickly go over the games, who won and what not, and then we'll get into the outros. But St. John's picked up the win over Niagara. Xavier obviously forfeit. William and Mary lost to Iona. Colorado forfeit their game against Fairfield, and Marquette picked up the win 7-0 over St. Petersburg. It was a fantastic game, but it was quite one-sided in truth.
In the end, it started well. Looked like both teams were going to come out pretty well. Some good chances, but Marquette pulled away from it. Croatified did amazingly in that first game to give the 5-0 lead, and Dwyer just played the game that he needed to play to secure a second victory and to make sure that they keep that clean sheet and they stay strong going into the next round of the tournament.
Very, very true indeed. But I would like to say thank you very much all for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy the show. My name has been George GNC. I was joined by Calvin Unchanged Tucker. You can follow him at Unchanged_cast. Make sure to go give him a follow and check out all his socials and all that. Give him a follow on Twitter, all that good stuff. Twitch, all of the socials. You can follow me at GeorgeOverton_, and you can also follow EGF at official EGF on Twitter and Twitch. You can also join the Discord if you want to, !Discord. But other than that, we will catch you next week for some more FIFA 22 EGF action. As always, have a lovely rest of your week, guys. Stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.